Let me show you how you can create the lists for the weekly audit. Very simple. Click on patient file, click on patient file statistics, and then you have a link here, audit summary, which creates all the lists that you would require for the weekly or even yearly audit by default. As we do every week one audit, I adjusted it that we get the data from the last 7 days. However, you can change the time frame right up here and just say, okay, I want the monthly audit, for example, between the 1st of August and the 31st of August, for example, and you would just click on go and get all these data. Okay, now I want this is a very long list, so I'll just show you a shorter list maybe. Let's say from the last week, which is the default. Just click on go and there you go. Here you see the time frame that you are actually looking at, and you see that there's 27 current inpatients right here. If you scroll down, you would notice that as opposed to the daily print-outed list for the current inpatients, the private patients are actually included here. Below you will find the internal consults with all the information that has been entered by the registrar while doing the consultation, and you would see which consultant he spoke to and where the patient is actually situated, or where the patient was seen in fact. Scroll further down and you will find the discharge list, all the discharges of the last week. Again, note the time frame here. Scroll further down, and by the way, you see the length of stay right here, which is calculated automatically for you. You will see the list of patient appointments for operation, i.e. all the operations that have been done. Please make sure that at the weekly audit you do verify if these operations have actually been done and mark them accordingly. So these operations should either be marked as done or marked as cancelled. Make sure that when you cancel an operation that you put in something in the comments section as to why the patient or this operation in fact was cancelled. At the very bottom you will find the statistics of complications, and as you can see we didn't have any complications at the moment. Let me just add a complication for demonstration purposes. I would search for a patient as outlined before, go to the patient file, put in a complication and just say, okay, I did something here just quite randomly. There you go. And you could have an adverse reaction to some medication, and if a medication is not in this list, you can add it in here and say steroids. There we go, for example, and use another one as well. So we want to stick with the phenytoin. And don't forget to put down the overall outcome, which is requested by the Royal College of Surgeons, i.e. you would have to specify if these problems that you documented up here did prolong the admission or caused significant morbidity to the patient and so forth. If there's anything missing in here, these lists here can be edited very easily in the configuration file. Sometimes you just want to put another comment in there. For example, if you document a electrolyte disturbance, you would say hypokalemia. I think it spelled that with K. Okay, and you would save that and you would be ready to go. You could mark it as to be discussed at the weekly audit, or if you're sure this is done or it had been discussed and you document it after the audit, just mark it as done. Let's go back to our weekly audit again. patient file statistics, audit summary, and you will see at the very bottom, you will see our complications here, and it will calculate the total numbers for this given time frame. If you just want to see a single statistic, go to patient file statistics again, and by default you will see the complications. Let's have a little bit more of a look on what complications we had in a longer time frame, and you see what I mean. It shows you all the complications that have been documented. So overall, doing the weekly audit is just a couple of clicks away.